Nigerians in diaspora, Nigerians in Nigeria. We are live at ITUNU Residential, facing the newly constructed Lekki Epe Expressway. This is new Lagos. The future of Lagos is within this corridor. And we have an amazing property that all smart investors across the globe they are buying right now, called ITUNU Residential. My name is Ojikutu Olushola, and with me have...
My name is Damola Adibowale.
So Mr. Damola is a project manager of viability Homes, and they are the owner of Camberwell Advantage Series, Camberwell Court in Aiyetoro, Camberwell Advantage in ESATEE and Lekki Phase 1 as well. So today we are live at ITUNU Residential and I want to give you insight of what we have done so far in this project. So I wanted to hear from the project manager, Mr. Damola, to give us what we are doing on site currently and what's going to happen within this corridor in a couple of days. Mr. Damola.
All right, thank you for having me here. Like I said, my name is Damola, and we all know that any product we release in Veritas, it's usually very okay. I mean, apart from the fact that it's usually very okay, the number one thing we put into consideration are our investors, basically. And then for those that have seen or heard about ITUNU before, you can also agree with me that it's strategically located.
Perfect.
That one is number one thing, strategically located, and it is actually sharing corridor with the new Lekki Airport, Alaro City, and also I don't know if you know that we have industrial, ITUNU Industrial coming up very soon.
Wow.
So apart from the fact that we want our investors to make more money from here, how about the industrial part? The industrial part is actually going to be mouth-watering thing. So I don't need to really talk about that, but well, we can talk about this, right?
Yeah, you emphasize about ITUNU commercial and it's coming up. And see, wherever you see industries, is one of the indicators of knowing where to invest in real estate. Something is coming aside from the government having planned within this corridor, aside from existing landmarks, Alaro City, Lekki Airport, Eleganza Industrial City, and amazing landmarks here. The company is also going into development of an industrial city. This is just adjacent this estate. That shows that even within what we are going to do at Veritas, it's going to complement what we are doing at ITUNU Residential. Can we just hear about the title and development going on site?
All right, as we all know, credibility is one thing we are all particular about at Veritas. So now this land was actually purchased directly from the government. That is why we have government allocated certificates of occupancy on this project.
CofO. Wow, that's amazing. That shows that whatever you are buying here, you are buying guaranteed peace of mind. This is government allocated CofO. This is not fake CofO. It is verified, and you can also do your due diligence to confirm what we are telling you. And the one thing that actually, I'm actually impressed about this project is that this project is driven by infrastructural milestones. The company said in 3 months they're going to do infrastructure on site. And I personally, being a realtor and being an investor who is looking at buying ITUNU Residential, I'm doing everything it takes to own a plot, at least a plot here. And I know that you as well that are watching this video, you should strive to own a plot at ITUNU Residential. So the company said they're going to do some things in 3 months, in 9 months, in 1 year. And we are going to get expected capital appreciation as they are doing all those infrastructures. Can you just throw more light on those infrastructures?
All right, thank you for asking that question. It's actually one of the most important questions. And also, there's a popular saying, if your purpose is not known, mistake is inevitable.
Sure.
And that is why we have roadmap. Wow. So there's a particular roadmap that is guiding the rates at which we put our efforts in ITUNU Residential. Like we all know, first 3 months, what we are putting into place are the landscaping, and as you can see, we are about 70% done with the landscaping, the road network, and also the drainage. And as you can see, we are almost done with the drainage. Wow. The drainage is actually into the community. It's not just an estate, it's a community. Wow. Whereby we'll be having a couple of things like banks and all. Wow. So we have roadmap. In a few days now, May 9 is increasing from 16 million naira, 500 square meters is increasing from 16 million naira.
So are you not telling us that clients can be, smart investors can be 10 million richer come 9th of May?
That's the power of real estate.
Wow.
That's the power of real estate.
Wow. This is so amazing. See, Mr. Damola, I always tell prospective real estate buyers that see, wherever you see infrastructure, you see money and you see value for real estate. See, what is driving the appreciation is not speculation. It's what we are doing on site, and it's obvious. You can see the drainage. This is not just ordinary drainage. It's a properly planned, constructed drainage. Hardly do we see this kind of drainage in many estates in Lagos. And that's the reason why we are also telling you about this project, that wherever you are in the world, location is not barrier. You can own some acres. People are buying 2 acres at ITUNU Residential. Aside from the capital appreciation you are going, it is guaranteed, because you can see value, you can see ongoing development. When you see development, you see money. And that's the reason why smart investors are also cashing out in the short term. So you can also be part of them. So I love this project that is even beyond the normal site and service that we all know in Lagos. And I noticed as well that the company is also planting trees. So that means you are going to have greeneries, you are going to have an eco-friendly environment beyond just building houses without trees. And people in diaspora, they are always emphasizing on this, that they want to live in an environment where you have trees, because when they stay abroad, they also, everything is planned within the estate. And that's another uniqueness of this estate, that it's not about just selling the land to you. It's about building a community where people can be proud to live and work. And you can see we're also planting trees and we're doing amazing infrastructure. And Mr. Damola, let me ask you this amazing question. Nobody has actually asked me this question. No any investor has asked me. But as an investor, as a realtor myself, I want to, where do you see this estate in 5 years?
Well, the question should have been, where do I see this estate in 1 year?
In 1 year. 2 years. Even in 3 months,
yeah.
You are seeing wonders.
Yeah, because as a staff of Veritas, we've actually done a couple of developments, and I was part of people who started the Camberwell Court, and you can definitely testify to the transformation in just 2 years.
From bush to city.
From bush to city in just 2 years. So now imagine something facing directly the Lekki Epe Expressway.
Wow.
So it is actually, don't let us talk about 5 years. Let's talk about 1 year, wow. 2 years, 3 years, before 5 years.
Okay, even from the roadmap of infrastructure, in 3 months, this one is going to appreciate by 10 million. In 1 year, a plot is moving from 16 million to 35. In 2 years, it's going to be 16 million. That means in a couple of years, a plot will be selling for 100 million here. So that means history is repeating itself. Wow, smart investors across the globe. History is repeating itself within the new Lagos. And that's the reason why you should own an asset facing Lekki Epe Expressway. This is gold mine. This is not just ordinary an asset. It's a gold mine. It is very rare for you to see a developer committing so much fund on infrastructure. And I will advise you, wherever you are in the world, see, give us a call, send us a DM, and make sure you own some plots at ITUNU Residential before on the 9th of May, where smart investors are cashing out on 10 million naira as capital appreciation. So what is your final word for our smart investors out there?
Well, there's a popular saying that says, find where people are headed, get there before they get there, buy the land there,
wow, and
sell back to them at high price.
Wow.
That's what they call smart investment.
Wow.
Smart investment.
Wow, wow. That is amazing. Let me just rephrase what Mr. Damola just said. See, find out that hidden treasure. This is an hidden treasure. But guess what? It is obvious, it's in the public right now, and people that are smart, they've actually positioned their investment. Find where people are going to, and make sure you position yourself before they get there. So this is a landmark project. This is a development that is so unique in the entire Lagos state, and we encourage you, wherever you're in the world, location is not a barrier. Make sure you own some plots at ITUNU Residential. Thank you very much, Mr. Damola. It's a pleasure having this conversation with you. To all investors, please give us a call and make sure you own a piece of real estate here. And bye for now.